Yesterday, I read something from the Sahara's reporters. According to them, a UN report which says that Nigeria joins Somalia. Nigeria joins Somalia. Others on list of hunger hotspots likely to be soon hit by acute food insecurity. That means Nigeria now is on the level of Somalia and other countries that are on the list of hunger hotspots that are suffering from acute food insecurity. And instantaneously, what came to my mind was a statement that was made by our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where he said, publicly and clearly, that if you don't permit or allow Biafrans to go, that the zoological republic you call Nigeria will be a worse place on the surface of this earth than Somalia. And he said that time that in case you've not gotten your Somalia visa, you should expedite actions to try and obtain it, because Somalia is going to be heaven if you compare it to what is about to befall Nigeria. Today, I want to ask any one of you who has cerebrum or brain in that cerebral cavity you call skull or your head, whether Nigeria is not facing it now today, the acute food insecurity. Now, when you go to the market on a daily basis, the prices of basic commodities, are skyrocketing, on a daily basis, attempting to kiss the sky. And as I see what is playing out today, and I'm telling you, let me tell you this, the revolution that is about to start in that zoo will begin from the markets. Will begin from the markets. What we are telling all of you, do the right thing, understand? Stand on what is right, understand? All of you felt we were this and that. Today, it is not going to be a matter of whether you're Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba, or Fulani, or Efik, or whatsoever. We are all in it together. And it is a fact that what is happening today is touching every single human being. Whether you believe in God, don't believe in God, or whatever, nobody cares about it. And if you take a look, something amazing also shook me yesterday, and I was laughing. And that was the argument at the floor of the National Assembly, whether cows are citizens of the country or whether cows are not supposed to be citizens of the country. In this 21st century, you are still arguing idiotically, about cows, ruga or no ruga everywhere. If you think you have 4 heads, understand. And somebody was saying that every state must be prepared to have a ranch. That person is mad. You are stupid. Very stupid. In fact, you are very silly. Every state, ranch or ranches will never be in every state. I think the governor of Kano State, Ganduje, said it, that he has enough land, or more than enough land, for all the pastoralists or all the cattle herders or whatever to bring their cows to his state. All of you must go there. If you have animals, then create a space for them to be. You cannot take your animal everywhere to cause problem for everybody everywhere. So the issue of ranches or ranch, zero that in your mind. We will never allow that to happen in our land. You see, at this time, what really shocked me most during that argument was the argument of a woman there who stood up. At least somebody will say, she's religious or she's a Muslim. And she made a very nasty and very silly statement there, very foolish statement, that even the Fulanis consider the life of their cows, or consider their cows worth than their own life. Can you just imagine that kind of stupid talk? That the Fulanis value their cows than their own life. And then I looked at this woman, I was shocked. So the life of an animal is important than the life of a human being. Then why did God create a human being? Is it not for human beings to be in charge of all things? Is it not for human being to have dominion over all things? Then I was very shocked. That is somebody, imagine the stupidity. You will say she's educated, but very foolish. Education or knowledge is never wisdom. They are all different things entirely. Looking at that, won't you call an educated person or an educated person? But imagine the nonsense, the thoughtlessness, the foolishness that oozed from head. That the Fulani values, the life of his animals than even his own life. I've never seen that kind of stupidity in my life. You see, in fact, that is an arrant, the sheerest insult to humanity. I was very ashamed. That is the kind of low-level people of IQ you bring into your Senate, you see, to represent a people. In fact, if it were to come from my senatorial district, that very moment will bring her down. We will recall her and say, please, you are never going to represent SDA again. That tells you who they are standing. Just imagine. You see, the point I want to make here is that Nigeria has reached the Somalia level now, and it's going to be worse than Somalia. Remember in one of my videos I said a few days ago that Nigeria is already very close to the time of Samaria, where parents were taking turns to slaughter their children to eat, just for them to survive. You see, it happened, and it's getting towards that time. Truth be told, that Nigeria is on the path of total destruction or annihilation, and there's nothing any man can do about it, or there's nothing any man can do to reverse the impending calamity that is about to befall that place you call Nigeria. That zoo. And the revolution, as I see, is going to begin from the markets, where the prices of basic commodities are skyrocketing every day and nothing is being done about it. That's the fact about it. You see, for all of you who are supporting one Nigeria, blah, 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 or trying to hold brief or take sides, with Nigeria in one way or the other, trying to romance Nigeria. You see, I'm always saying it bluntly. My views about Nigeria, are non-romantic. If you like, go and hold the transformer. If you like, leave. It is your own business. 7 police officers were killed just a few days ago in Zamfara state. None of you is talking about it. You're all championing that one that happened in the east and talking all kinds of nonsense. 7 police officers were killed in faraway Zamfara state. I said none of you is talking about it. It's not trending. It's not really an issue. It's like it's normal. Anyway, that is the issue we're talking about here. That's a big problem. You see, all of you writing rubbish in Weather Punch, Vanguard, all this nonsense you write there, supporting this government. In fact, I want to tell you, Yorubas, those Yoruba media, that's the worst thing anybody can associate with, is associate with Yoruba media. Understand? You can write nonsense, support the Tinubu government, every damn thing. I think you are seeing everything happening now in the country. You can support it, take sides. But I'm telling you that all of you that are supporting the Fulanis, you see, metaphorically or ironically or however, your lives are going to be worse than the lives of the Hausas in their own land. Take it or leave it. If you want to know how your lives would be like, look at the Hausas today in their own land. You see, that is how your own life is going to be. Although the Hausas now waking up, they are rising now to say, no, a Fulani is a Fulani, a Hausa man is a Hausa man. They are trying to distinguish and then stake their true identity. That's the fact about it. I am telling you, look at the whole thing today. Look at the whole thing today. Whether you like it or not, Nigeria is on the path of total destruction. And Nigeria will be destroyed beyond any human comprehension. Very soon we are going to say there was a country, according to the title of the last book of the great and immortal sage, Chinua Achebe. That is the level we have found ourselves today in. Every day things are getting tougher, harder and harder. You still have 7 more years to go. That was just year 1 just passed. 7 more years awaiting you to feel the heat of your nonsensicalities.